Hello everybody, my name is Aaron Collins, and this is another rendition of me addressing worldly issues in a godly way. An Australian woman named Justine Damond, a white Australian woman, was recently shot and killed by police in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The officer in question that shot her happens to be a black man named Muhammad Noor. Unfortunately, she became another victim, an unarmed victim of police in what was actually an accidental shooting. So it seems. Damond was scheduled to be married in August, and she was actually carrying the name of her husband to be, his last name. How did she become to be another victim? Well, she made a call to the police after she said she heard something sounded like someone being raped behind her home. She called the police. The police showed up. It was dark. Apparently, she approached their car, and that's when Muhammad opened fire. Shot her one time in the abdomen, and she died. The officers rendered aid. They made an attempt, but unfortunately, Ms. Damond expired. Now, I want to talk about this, be brief about it. The fact that this was a white woman, there was a really lot of blowback. There was a lot of backlash, toward the officer, toward Noor. It's a lot of racist remarks made about him because of the fact that he is a Somali American, and a lot of Islamophobic remarks because he has a Muslim name, Muhammad Noor. It is possible he might have been Muslim. There's been a lot of backlash to Minneapolis' Somali community. However, the thing though that is really interesting in this entire case was the quick response. See, what I'm going to say, first of all, a loss of life is a loss of life. And condolences to the Damond family. You know, this woman, true enough, she didn't have to die. But watch this. I see it as the white community starting to really see what it's like to be black. But I mean by that, now you're starting to see what we were talking about all this time. Or how we were protesting the murders and the killings of Philandro Castillo, Alton Sterling, Eric Garner. You know, recently Charlene Lyles, Sandra Bland, and others. And the list goes on. How come that same type of outrage is not shown for a black life? Because there have been so many black lives that have been snuffed out by police, unarmed citizens just simply walking down the street or sitting in cars, complying with officers' commands and instructions, but yet they still get gunned down. However, the catalyst for change, it took this one white woman being gunned down. Now, I say that again, one white woman. See, the term double standard comes to mind when we talk about incidents like this. Minneapolis Police Chief Janet Hartal said that Justine Damond did not have to die, and I agree. I do agree with that sentiment. I really do. And she was asked to resign a day later by the mayor of Minneapolis. However, I'm going to go on record to say that, well, okay, since you feel that way, Philando Castillo, and others didn't deserve to die either. They didn't deserve to die. Philando Castillo was shot 7 times within a second. Tamir Rice was gunned down a split second after police arrived. He didn't have to die. But it seems like when it comes to us, black lives are just randomly just taken out, like we're just expendable. And then the fact that the officer in question was a black man, well, I've heard people ask this question, and it's a really interesting question. Where are the Blue Lives Matter people for him? Where's his GoFundMe account? And then and another thing too that they really failed to mention is that he actually intended to render aid. He stopped to render aid. They don't say that. See, the media has a way of flipping and twisting things where they demonize black people. I was recently watching an episode of the Advice show. Philip had a really excellent point because he did a video on this particular subject, and he had a real excellent point when he was talking about with Justine Damond, how they didn't go into her criminal record, how they didn't go in to see she had a speeding ticket. They didn't go into anything that justified her death. But yet, anytime when there's a black victim, you find all kinds of reasons to justify why they had to die. All kinds of reasons. Charlene Lyles is the best example. Seattle, Washington. She was gunned down, a pregnant woman, in front of her children. But yet, they talk about how she had mental illness and how she called the cops out before. I mean, stuff like that. And it's really interesting. It's a double standard when it comes to us. The same type of urgency is not met when it comes to black lives. Once again, and you wonder why we say Black Lives Matter. But it is true. This woman didn't have to die. This woman should be getting married right now, or August. But as I've stated before, any loss of life is bad. Officer Nora hasn't made any kind of statements yet, and it's quite possible maybe he's probably in shock. But the rush has always been made to demonize black people. When white officers have killed black people, they give the white officer a medal, a gold medal. Practically, And black lives are not really taken into consideration. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that how black lives are being exterminated at a rapid rate, and nothing gets done. But it's up to us. We have to be before these city council people. We have to be before the government. We have to be the ones, we have to be the catalyst to usher change, to bring change to the society, because this is unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. So, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Well, let me know what you think. And if you want to get notifications, hit the bell icon on the side. That way you will be notified every time when I put out another video. And I just want to go on record again to say that this is an age-old issue and problem and dilemma we've been having in the black community. These are issues we've been having since the 60s. Back when little Bobby Hutton was gunned down by police. Back when Black Panthers were getting into shootouts with the police. We've had these issues for so long. This is nothing new to us. But it always falls on deaf ears when it happens to black people. So it took this one white woman in the prime of her life getting gunned down by a black police officer for them to finally wake up and say enough is enough. Now all of a sudden you need better policing. Now all of a sudden you need better training. Now all of a sudden you're tired of brutality. But when it was us, you had nothing to say. And I just think that the same kind of urgency needs to be met at all people. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Click the bell icon. And remember, God loves you, I love you, let's do life.